TYCA family, welcome one and all to the first ever ONwords and UPwords, a colourful carnival of creativity and a massage for your eardrums. Over the past 4 months, Taunton Youth Culture and Arts Festival have been running a series of workshops, doing call-outs for talent, and we have been asking the young people of Somerset for their 2020 visions for the future, and we've been absolutely blown away by their responses. Before we get started, I'm going to say hello to everyone who is listening on the BBC. Hi to Charlie and the rest of the BBC Somerset team. Hello to everyone who is watching on the TYCA website or the socials. We've designed this show to be as close as possible to a live show. So we can't actually hear you, but you can still shout, you can still cheer, you can still clap and throw bunches of flowers right at the screen. Your neighbours might think you're a little bit odd, but they quite simply don't know what they are missing out on. I go by the name of Jackie Clementines, and it's an absolute honour and a privilege to bring the show to you. And if you do want to speak to us, you can find us on the socials and send in your clapping hands emojis, your feedback, your comments. It's not quite the same, but we'll hear you in spirit. Our first act this evening is named Maya. She's 21 years old and she comes from just outside of Wiveliscombe. We know you're going to love her just as much as we do. Please, a big TYCA welcome to the one and only Maya!
I'm Maya. This first poem I wrote during the TYCA workshops. It's called The Black Dog. I can't count the days the world has weighed me down. A dead lead weight I'm unable to shake presses against my chest, crushed for every ounce I have left. A haze of confusion surrounds me. Peering through it, I can just about see the black dog lurking in the shadows. The stench of his coat fills my nose, a familiar smell of dry concrete when rain starts to fall. A reminder the sunshine has gone, along with the hope I once felt. His piercing green eyes stare into mine, and I know why he's here. Sent to eat my happiness away, to feast upon the carcass of another misspent day, to take the colours of the rainbow and paint them all grey. I'm left in a world with no hues or shades. He eats words off the page, claws my throat to stop the notes that want to escape, sucks out my energy, rendering me lifeless, until these four walls become my safe place. I lie awake imagining days without him. My love would radiate without him growling at my heel. My words would flow freely without his barks and snarls. I'd have the freedom to be me, to not cater to his needs. Daydreaming of the person I could be if the black dog wasn't there at every opportunity. Yet his presence is as sure as the sunrise. My only option to tame him, so he doesn't control me. I will be the change I want to see. So I'm a student in Bristol, and this next poem I wrote during the lockdown in Bristol, and it's called Bristol. The sun paints the rooftops. The city sleeps. To not wake her from her slumber, we tiptoe in silence, keeping our distance, careful not to light the match that could be the end of our existence. An eerie stillness sits. It envelops me, restricting my breathing, gasping for air, my lungs left heaving. The wind sweeps over me, providing me with much needed oxygen. The sound of her breath brings calm, a reminder that her heart still beats strong. Soon she'll welcome us with open arms. We'll party in her streets till dawn, pulsate her veins with our bass, sending shockwaves through her systems, reminding her of our unbreakable presence. Night sky is the backdrop to our long-awaited embrace. She'll bear witness to our reunion. The city will come alive in unison, feel her heartbeat resonating. Our footsteps disturb her silence. No longer at a distance, we'll appreciate the little things. The warmth of a hug from those you love, befriending strangers in the smoking area, in between dancing until sweat drips from the ceiling. These things that give our life meaning. This beautiful city we choose to reside in, who for now we can only confide in. So this next one is called Child of the Galaxy. Right now, you're matter within me. Atoms collide in a symphony of life, stardust. Child of the galaxy, divine in your creation, untainted by this world. And I am wondering of your future, of how you might inhabit this earth, of your love, be they music or words, your eyes, the hazel of mine or the blue of his, your smile, stretched as wide as the sky, the stars align with your dimples. On your own adventure, with me as your guiding explorer, I'd light your way down dark paths, watch you bloom into the butterfly you are. But I'm sorry, for these possibilities will never be. Please know I would have loved you unconditionally. This is not a reflection on you. I am just not ready. Until then, I'll say goodbye to what you could have been. Turn your atoms back to stardust, child of the galaxy. This next poem is called Grateful. I wake, unable to shake this weight that has entered me. Unsure why it wants to keep me company, but I guess for today it can stay. I heave myself upright. Open the curtains to let in the daylight, mind heavy. My thoughts are plenty, dragged back down by this extra baggage that has entered me. Easter Sunday. Although not something we really celebrate, it's got me thinking, reminiscing, missing my family. The ghost of a family that no longer exists. Easter Sundays with my nieces, sunny blue skies are backdrop as we scramble for golden egg-shaped pieces that litter the garden. My dad's clues help us find them. He wasn't happy then, and although I want the best for him, sometimes it's hard. Hard to feel like my family's split apart. Hard to know those days are a thing of the past. We get similar ones every now and then, with our healing parts of family that remain. But they're few and far between, separated by the Irish Sea. Don't get me wrong, we still have fun, this mix and match family we've moulded to become. I'm grateful. Grateful for my dad, for his silliness, his calming presence. A hug from him makes the world stop spinning. Grateful to have this incredible man to lead me through life, to guide me when he can. Grateful for a sister whose love burns bright. Even when we bicker and fight, I'm so lucky to have you by my side, to help me realise my worth, to stand in the way of those who cause me hurt. Grateful for your Sunday roasts in our little house in Easton, which we now call home. Grateful for family overseas. Your courage to follow your dreams constantly inspires me. And when we reunite, it's like no time has passed. I'm reminded of your zest for life, of your love for this beautiful world we call ours. As the day draws to a close, my mind's eye plays your nightly routines, cocooned in covers with a good book and tea, listening to a podcast as you drift off to sleep, tucking the kids in ahead of your daily debriefing, apart but united in the love that burns in our hearts.
Wow, what did you think of Maya then? Remember, on our event page, you can send in all of those claps, all of those cheers to us there on the socials. And also, you can find a little bit more information about the artists who we are showcasing this evening. And this next act is a young person who strolled right into an event that we did last year. It was a DJs and MC cypher at the first ever TYCA festival. Big up to the Mammoth Sound System community who were running that one. And he strolled on in. I'd never met him before. I didn't know who he was. And he absolutely tore the place to pieces. Please, a big TYCA welcome to the one and only Barnyard!
Yo, it's Barnyard, Townie Sounds. I'm representing Taunton. I'm here for TYCA Festival, BBC Somerset. Yo. Thank you for letting me be here. Big up Sergey, bring up the boys who came with me. Woo! Check, check. I hit the wave that you be making and the boat be barely shaking. Must be faking, must be mistaken for someone else. I got the wealth, I'm bringing my mental health. I'm set to hit the shelf by myself. No one else be helping, they be better on my back. Feeling attacked when I be calling them whack line. I saw that you chat, never react. Dropping my buzz on the fat, singing so flat in the top of my voice. Living the choice I was given, spitting and written for the radio. So here we go, you check the flow. I beat the beat, defeat the weak, and turn your cheek to slap the other one. The tracks they run, so I begun to speak in tongue. Like I've always done, killing a gun with the kick drum, pom pom, rumming like the air gun going off. We're showing off our talents, giving balance while we work the 9 to 5 to stay alive with money in our eyes. Do we really live a lie? I need to know which way to go, because I be killing the flow and they already know that they're better than you. I just said it, so they that the true and sound is so new. Who would have knew? Given the time was not messing around, he be cut by the crown, he be building a sound, he be riding the waves, stuck in the ways. I stay still. TYCA Festival. TYCA, the provider of the words. Yo, Barnyard, Townie Sounds, Bass Boys. Yo, pumping on the screen, pumping on the screen, pumping on the screen. Yo, big up Sergey, couldn't make it today. Yeah. If you know the points, you know this one. Check, check. Yo, it's hard to relax. Many are stabbing your backs. Looking around your crib for some bandages. Raw burnt skin, dot, what's the damages? I'm not a fan of this, I can't abandon this. I died to broken marriages, forgetting the families. Getting on plan B to C, I be taking it to the top and never stop. I'm loving the sound of hip hop, especially when the drums drop on something that you're not. Except you fake, you fake. Except you fake, you fake. Yo, big up TYCA, the provider of the spoken words. Townie Sounds, Barnyard. I'm Barney Flowers, big up the Flowers family. Big up JC. Big up Ashley. On the sound desk. Yo, BBC Somerset. Yo, next one, let's get the next one. Yo, yo, yo. Thank you for letting me be here today. What's going on? Glad. Yo. This goes out to Sergey. He's in self-isolation because he had to get a coronavirus test. Make sure you do the same if you feel sick. Yo. Here we go. Yo. Stuck in isolation, the situation got me facing devastation as the population nation wasting time. So Barney Brubble on the double with the meaning and rhymes, killing the talkers are fine. People that bit that chewing on limes, mimes, living my prime, spitting my enzyme slime. Have you come to dine? You better get in line. I haven't got the time. I'm the one they sending just to kill him or the kid at school that needed Forgive me it all, man, I won't fool again. And pass the pencil, maybe my lights can meet again. Through the way I find my zen, when reincarnation meets my vibration. Sound adjacent from the speaker here to teach a preacher. Life's a question, I'm Knievel. Tried to free fall through deceitful people. How the hell could we be equal? You're just a sequel. I want to leave all the people behind, but think about the kind time invested. Wanna be the best kid in the southwest scene, living southwest dreams. Put my hand on my chest, don't you know we're living blessed? Southwest, Somerset, wreck the best sets, don't you know? Nevertheless, I'm bringing the best. Yo, you think I'm talking about the girls, rocking the pearls? Not that, not talking about the club brats, not talking about fat stacks, matte black Cadillacs, cause I ain't got that. Matter of fact, I want a steady job, but I also want more. I want to tour destinations, learn to become patient, but I don't want to get in line. I just want to find the time to write a line. The beat's divine, it's the pattern that my feet hit the street. Not discreet feet sounding like the pounding. People looking around and I couldn't care. I read the spam out the can with my bare hands. I've been watching kids plan to get up, but we're stuck in this sick world. We're stuck in this sick world. Yo, we're stuck in this sick world. Yo, Tiger, the provider of spoken words. Don't you know that we got the verbs in the back of the head? Man, I barely get out of bed, but that's what I've gone and said. Yo, thank you for letting me be here. Thank you BBC Somerset, thank you Tiger. Thank you everyone involved. Bethany, JC and Ash. Yo, Bass Boys, coming to you. Yo, you ready? I think we need the next one. Yep.
Random beat.
Yo, everyone talks about fashion, let me tell you. It doesn't matter if you wear like a feeler, yo girl, I'm still gonna steal her. I take the time to write a line, I'm thinking about the time that my mental state was fine. Matter of fact divine, I turned to spirit, push my lyrics, spit my lyrics, give a damn who hear it. I steer it in a different direction, showing no affection. The false projections, the living infections of the brain, leave you astray with crooked ways. But here comes the double time, try to keep up, yo. Cause I'm stuck with my name and it's all the same. I'm chucked to the game and I'm bringing the flame up in the brain and I'm moving the brains, but the brains in my back, in the crack of the trap, for the Mac, don't react. When we you're chucking the trap and the dead and the whack and the tell is it back and the tell and they chat. When they come back, it's Larry scary, don't test the wary, too blessed to cast, don't dare me. Man, I decoding and rolling, but no for the bold and strapped to get way back to 16. But the brains at the 119 might relapse, I chat, it's automatic. You whack flaccid, bars be massive and the rave stuck in traffic. And that's all I've got. Is that enough?
Thanks again to the one and only Barnyard. Many of you will know we've been running a series of courses, workshops, webinars, seminars, chat-ins, all kinds of things about trying to boost and build the spoken word community around the area. And the person that I'm about to introduce to the stage was involved in one of these courses and hadn't written and been involved in spoken word before, so this is the first piece that she has performed in this way. Please welcome to the stage, Molly Jo!
The red, roaring fire that burns uncontrollably is slowly seeping from the deep, paranoid pits of the oppressed morning minds. It is being encouraged up despite seeming terrifyingly timid. It is roaring and ready to erupt, evoking change on its prolonged, passionate path. A small change, desperate to occur, it's a valiant volcano on the edge of eruption. The oppressed are ready to be liberated.
Thanks again to Molly Jo, amazing. I absolutely love what you did there. So if you've been inspired by Molly Jo or any other artists that you see this evening, remember we have got a 4-part workshop series which is freely available for anyone online, and you can start writing again and get involved. So the next artist this evening is from Glastonbury, and she almost wasn't able to be with us this evening because of recording difficulties that you'll hear about shortly, but she made it, she got the files into us, and we're so happy that she did. Please make some noise Do the clapping hands emojis. Do the screaming in your living room for Ishka.
Yo guys, thank you so much for being here today. I'm going to perform one rap and one poem. The poem I actually wrote for this particular project. Hope you enjoy. The first song is called Beautiful. Yo, yo, yo. See, on the plane, always find myself thinking, drinking in the blue skies till I'm blinking. Cause rise above the clouds and it's so bright. I rise above the past, finding paradise. Small town life, that's been my whole life. Small town life, guess I let my soul die. Just a little bit, give up inch by inch till I don't give a shh. Flip or stick, draw 21 but don't bet on it. I'm not a betting kid, never had the best luck. All regret I'm in, but think it's time to wake up. Got my travel cup and my toothbrush. The fake stuff, I'm packing boxes up, yeah. It's all beautiful, perfection is a lie. Life's beautiful, like you're beautiful, I'm beautiful. Stars in the city lights, they're so beautiful. It's all beautiful, so beautiful, so sublime, 1,000 miles up. But do you see the smile so wide, like an overflowing cup? Castle in the clouds, is it doves or dreamy eyes deceiving me, yeah. Only place where I feel free, not bothered by your creed nor your country. Don't care where you dump me, resting in the knowledge I can breathe deep, air easy, and mum sleeping back beside me. All love and hold each other here so tightly. No Kira Knightley, just an ordinary girl, ordinary I see an extraordinary world, an extraordinary world. Water rippling, vibrations of life settling. Toes touch, big grin as I'm stepping in. Let go of sin, fire burn the demons within. So glad of where I've been, now I've come out. Left out in the ashes, finally I shout. Without reservation, yeah, no preservation. Let's connect all 4 of these nations. Red, white, yellow, black. To all my relations, yeah, to all my relations. It's all beautiful, perfection is a lie. Life's beautiful, like you're beautiful, I'm beautiful. Stars in the city lights, it's so beautiful. It's all beautiful, so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, yeah. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, yeah. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. These are my visions for the future generations. These are my visions for the future generations. These are my visions for the future generations. We fall back to nature, to the oaks and the leaves, entwined as we breathe in unison. Vines and minds loosely sink, melt to mossy waves across the land, feeding on bones, hand in hand with our mother, Pachamama. Her heart, our drum. Water, skin, wood, simple. What have we missed? Life could have been this. Just children stuck in these buildings and systems and boxes. We are just different. Drop the pills. Stop ticking boxes. Stop pressuring us till we start getting on it. Went from Wallace and Gromit to stuck late for class, struggling with a busted car bonnet. We wanna be climbing trees, knowing how to plant seeds. Read what and when I want to read. We just want to be free, be able to sit, breathe. I'm 18, already lost too many good people young. I wonder if they'd have lived, if they'd have truly lived in love, learning the give, the receive, learning to breathe and relinquish, be vulnerable, be sensitive. Leave the tradition of conditional love. Instead, normalize hugs, the freest drug. To the future generations, live in truth for us. To the future generations, live in truth for us.
So Ishka on a bit of an international journey there. You know, this year is actually the first year that I haven't been able to go on a grand international stadium tour myself because of COVID-19. Normally, I can't go on a grand international stadium tour because I'm not famous enough. But the guy who's about to walk on stage is soon going to be. George runs his own YouTube channel, which you can get a link in the description box. You're going to love his work. He provides comedy, and he's an all-round good guy, according to himself. You're going to absolutely love George. A huge welcome to the stage!
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have travelled land and sea. But we can't go there. Corona-19. Hey, what's happening? I'm sick of quarantining. I should be out there living my life and achieving my destiny. Jeez. How long will this be going on? I don't want to die, don't get me wrong. I'd like to continue my life. Sow my seeds. Not stuck in limbo like a bunch of weeds. But wait, no vaccines. Oh my Corona-19. Please. Yo, where's your mask? You must wear them in shops, pubs, indoor facilities, but not parks, because it's open air. Yeah, going to the bar, wear your mask, and getting a guitar, wear your mask. People shouldn't have to ask. It's not that hard. Wear your mask.
A massive thanks again to George. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel. So it has been a difficult year for a lot of people. Has been a strange experience. This wasn't the way that Taunton Youth Culture and Arts Festival was going to be running, but we've adapted to the times, and I have so much faith in this community to find ways of keep coming together, keeping connecting despite the fact that we have to be a bit more distanced from each other. I've heard it said about the under-25s, the younger generation, that maybe they're apathetic, don't care so much about politics, more interested in what they're seeing on their screens. My experience is that that couldn't be further from the truth. And that's perhaps best exemplified by this next artist. Her name is Natasha Cross. She's from Minehead. She's now living in Bristol, where she's working as an actor and as a writer and as a spoken word artist. And she has been sending us material that has absolutely blown us away. A huge welcome to the one and only Natasha Cross.
Hello everyone, hello TYCA. I am Natasha Cross. I'm a spoken word poet, writer and actor, and I'll be performing 3 pieces for you today. Now the first piece is called Monster. This is all about coronavirus. There's a monster on the loose, causing havoc in the crisps aisle, raining eggs on a small child at checkout number 2. And for dinner, it washes down 24 packs of toilet paper with strawberry-scented hand sanitizer. There's a monster in town, devouring the train station and licking clean the bus stop, until there's not a sound, not a tip, or even a talk, except for the roar at number 4, where the neighbour cowers in the corner, held captive by this creature. It's spreading and multiplying, painting blood on every doorframe and trailing mud into your hallway. It's suffocating Twitter and drowning Facebook in political dumpsters. Everywhere you go, the reek of it reaches your nose and catches in your throat, until every word you say becomes a pawn in the game it plays, possessing you from the inside and distorting you on the outside. There's a monster in your house, not just hanging around town, but in each and every bedroom, locking the door and stocking the cupboard, scrubbing your hands till they're flaky and raw. It's been under the bed for years, but only now does it make an appearance. Go on, ask it what its name is. Just don't be so surprised when it isn't coronavirus. The second piece is called Poof. This is inspired by Greta Thunberg and her incredible ability to move so many people at such a young age with her speeches about what's going on today. So Poof. At age 6, I wanted to be a vet. And at 7, I dreamed of a private jet. Age 10, I knew the theme of my wedding, the height of my husband, and my third child's middle name. It had a silent Z at the end. Age 12, I was going to travel the world, ride an elephant and swim with stingrays. Age 15, I realised there was more to a vet than petting cute, fluffy animals. So I chose a life of disappointment, rejection, and misery instead. Also, my teacher said I chose theatre. 16, I roast marshmallows on a pile of burning GCSE physics notes. 18, out of the system, my first audition. 19, sat on checkouts. 20, time to move out. Living and learning, learning and hurting. Working and working, creating and making a life for myself. A career out of hell, but nonetheless a career I obsess over. Dream of success, my head afloat on cloud 9 somewhere. And as a 6-year-old once said, with my own private jet. Except I can't. Because for every gallon of fuel burnt from that same private jet, there's 9.57 kilograms of CO2 produced. And for every 9.57 kilograms of CO2 produced, 24,000 kilograms of ice disappears. Poof. But after all, who really cares if I get to ride an elephant, right? My life, my future husband or wife, my acting degree, my dreams and beliefs mean nothing. Poof. At age 20, I no longer want children. At age 20, I donate my wages to Extinction Rebellion. I reuse the same plastic shopping bag so many times my Sainsbury's own hummus falls out the bottom. I've forgotten the feeling of Primark's cotton on my skin. At age 20, I spend my days off in the rain protesting, another day in the life of an overconfident youth. At age 20, I no longer want children, a fancy fairy tale wedding with a 6-foot-tall husband stood by my side, because who wants a child, another life in this world, when life as it is ceasing to exist? A myth, you say. A myth yesterday. A reality today, a tragedy we claim to have under control, but is control really a thing when the planet we call home turns its back on us? Fed up with us? At age 20, I pull out my long-forgotten Bible and pray for us. I wake up at night with worry on my mind and no idea why, and then I remember, oh yeah, my life. My life has become a bubble of worry, a spiralling, blurry mess of a life, with uneducated politicians who won't listen to its earth, to its people, to its dying heartbeat, its fiery forestry, its steaming ashtray sea, and me. Little old me. Yes, old. I've already lived half my life. I'm middle-aged. Because if we do nothing, by the year 2050, life as we know it will no longer be. You, most likely, will no longer be. Poof. So let's do something. Then, who knows? Maybe I will get that fairy tale wedding. And my child can start dreaming of swimming with stingrays and becoming a vet. Thank you. And the final poem is called The Poetic Gardener. I'm not even going to try and explain that one. You can take from it what you will. There's something in the way the daffodils look at you, and the whispered truths that flutter through the great oak tree. There's something in its roots, and how the singular buzz of a honeybee can translate into the glorious sound of a symphony. There's something in the earth beneath my feet, and how it throbs with ripe eternity. There's something in the silence, the soft silence that sprouts beneath a weathered rock, clothed in moss and creeping thyme. The silence you find within the intricate melody of birdsong. There's something in my garden. It's not the daffodils, or the great oak tree, the insects, or even the earth beneath my feet. It's not the birds, and it's certainly not the weeds. Thank you very much.
Thanks again to you, Natasha. And our next artist this evening goes by the name of Lawrence III. He comes from Taunton town and he's travelled around spreading his sounds, and he's just moved back to live here and has released a couple of singles that are available on all the major downloading platforms. Definitely check him out and his work. Please, a big TYCA welcome to Lawrence III.
I did the first bit and I was like, oh, I did the second bit and I was like, oh.
This is Lawrence III. Big up TYCA. Big up UK. Big up all my hip hop heads. Yeah. This is cool what? Yeah. I ain't been playing around with drama, no. But I've been fooling around with karma, though. She always ask me if I stay the night. Same chick done left me twice. Yeah, never forget the day she changed the way. Robbed me of my voice, my words to say. Man, there gon' be a day I get it though. I just keep hopping on them stepping stones. Every grip taken like a rush to the head. Well, then that rush it leads to lust to make us rush to the bed. Flag, red as red receipts, stop replacing the sex. What next? You struggling more because she busting your check. Neither of you keep away, now she clawing your chest. Throw your vest onto the marble right next to a dress. The cycle it repeats, and you've been playing all week. Now you at each other's necks, left less than impressed. See, I'm tired of fighting fire, girl, I'm tapping out, that's enough. Taking right X to the face got me swelling up. Gonna have to take a punch if you're with love. See me, I've taken my shot, but I think I killed the dove. Realized I committed no crime, but every action has a consequence. I'm facing the fine. This ain't no East Atlanta love letter alert from the signs. But you gotta know your shh when it come to cutting ties. Like, oh my, feel like a cup of coffee left on the side. I'm the target, not the winner, and she the biggest hitter. Guess I'll just let another one slide by. What? Oh my, feel like a cup of coffee left on the side. Yeah, right, I still miss her, but I'm no longer her Mr. Guessing. I'll just let another one. Yeah, it's about the 5th time I'm letting them slide. Keep on going round in circles like I'm skating on ice. Went from standing by the sink to taking off in the ring. Slipping behind, yet somehow my hands are bind. The snip and zip tie, I'm free, let my thoughts fly. But I forgot I shot the dove and I'm sure that the buggers died. Feel bad, but I'm mad and I blame myself. There goes the 6th time your boy's being placed on the shelf. Soon as it gets to 7, I'm regretting 11. So if I make it that far, I could die from the betting. All my money and my chips that really never existed. I know gammon's a glitch and glitches live for the shh. Another drop in the mist, thrown back in the sea. I heard there's plenty of fish, think I'll give that a miss. Another X on the list, another thought to relive. Don't get to talk about playing, cause I've been sipping and swearing while saying, oh my dearest, I'm a little drunk, I let you in on all my secrets. You ain't gotta listen, but it's fine. Keep sipping that glass of wine, I'ma say it all before the bottle's finished. She got me saying, oh my dearest, I'm a little drunk, I let you in on all my secrets. You ain't gotta listen, but it's fine. Keep sipping that glass of wine, I'ma say it all before the bottle's finished. Oh my, feel like a cup of coffee left on the side. I'm the target, not the winner, and she the biggest hitter. Guess I'll just let another one slide by. Oh my, feel like a cup of coffee left on the side. Damn right, I still miss her, but I'm no longer her mystic. Listen, I'll just let another one. Yeah. Alright. One time. Two time. Yeah. Woo! Thank you. All right. Yeah. All right. Yo, this one's just a quick 16. I'll try and paint a picture, and I'll take you with me. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Star signs and dark October nights. It's been a little while since you've been chirping on my line. I just need a little time. I'ma ride that swing, continue writing up my rhymes like there's been distractions. It had no time to focus. Caught a fever off the flowers and you're totally the lotus. Beauty on the water kills when it is closest. That's why I want you here, but girl, you shady, you've been ghosting. So I've been coasting, I've been floating. Far and far away, I'm over hoping. My chest is open, my nose is broken. I've been robbed of my heart. Cold kiss, nights dark and not a word was spoken. Hands blue, I gotta go, cause cold ain't what I'm about. It's my stopping of my journey, your journey is going south. If you ever thinking about it, just call me, give me a shout. But till then, I guess we strangers, alright. Well, that's cool, I'm out, wow. Yeah. Alright, well, that's cool, I'm out, wow. Yeah. Alright, well, that's cool, I'm out, wow. Ha. Yeah. Alright, well, that's cool, I'm out, wow. Alright, well, that's cool, I'm out, wow. Alright, well, that's cool, I'm out, wow. I've been Lawrence III. You can find me on all major social and streaming platforms. This is my last one. It's a little bit of spoken word. It's called Lo-Fi. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, equally. Let's try spread this equally. I'd say it's wise that with the few steps we got left, we progress from the rest. Some views don't speak to me. Nah, you ain't reaching me. Yeah, another preacher, please. What's left ain't right. Your direction breezing. No snitch, no rap, but I see disease. Screen activity, move the way you see. Seems everybody bite from the hand that feed them with a hunger for numbers. No mind for their brother. Truth is given to you to be swept under the cover by headlines and deadlines from dead minds. Pinpointing some jail time or state crimes. It take lives, I hope that it don't take mine. Another paper chatting about somebody's waistline. Wait, that's bullshit. Life don't come with cash in a toolkit. Companies be selling dreams with no receipt. Now you done bought it. Oops, that's a little awkward. You can't say you ain't being taught it. Like a school of fish hooked in a rope and line. It's that hard knock, life a school of grime. With hopes, dreams, and dope fiends climbing up the tree for trophies they won't need. Beg that the minds of the blind don't hear what they won't see. Condition and conditioning means that you ain't listening. Go against the grain, too bad the mock you was a sinner, kid. The answer should be definitive, but it's not. We still wondering where the finish is. Peace.
A massive thanks again to you, Lawrence. So, TYCA family, would you like the good news or the bad news? The bad news is that we've only got time for one more act this evening. The good news is that what an act it is too. Here we have our headline act this evening. She goes by the name of Sophia Harari. She's based in Bristol. She's really been making waves in this industry over the last few months. If you haven't heard of her already, I believe you soon will. Please, a massive welcome for the one and only Sophia Harari.
TYCA, my name is Sophia Harari. I'm a writer, poet and musician based in Bristol. Thank you for allowing me to hold this space today, as I've not been able to be in a space like this for a long time. I'm really excited to listen to the other performers and share my poetry with you guys. So today I'm going to share a series of poems that I've written over the past few days, weeks, months, years, which I'm really excited about. The first poem I'm going to share is called History, and it's essentially a connection between the Genesis and the Exodus, and the beginning and the end, and the similarities that are there in these two very binary points in time. In the beginning, there was silence. Just like that, the silence was snatched. Aneurysm, heart attack. They were shouting and screaming, bars were spat, eyes were leaking, blood was spilt, hearts were heaving, joy was lashed, smells were sealing, seeping, emotions were telling, their life brought feeling. What a sight to behold, a holy matrimony of existence and resistance, of stories untold. What a sight to behold, a holy matrimony of existence and resistance, of stories untold. What a sight to behold. And the next poem I'm going to share is called Ancestral Healing, and it's about reconnecting to my roots and allowing myself to realise the true me through connecting to past versions of myself through my ancestry. Movement moved me. I danced through the pains of those who came before me. My pain was not my own. My dance was not my own. My hands swung so low they grazed the ground. My grounding was supported. My spirit, our spirit, whispered like smoke. My scream was muted. I could not access anger. I was too consumed. There was not one of me in my room. There was all of me. Knots sprung to my neck as I shook. I spun, never getting dizzy. Like my grazing hands, I was grounded. Like a vision, I stood outside of myself. I could only see them, my ancestors, my past. Spirit. It was holy. My head swung, the movement was so familiar. I have been here before, been this before. I am myself again. The heaviness has lifted. And the next poem that I'm going to read is called I Dream. And I'm not going to explain it because it's quite a self-explanatory when I want to perform it. So here we go. Sometimes I have prophetic dreams. A few weeks before an event, I will dream a moment I cannot shake, cannot escape. It follows me around on the bus, on the train, in the night, in the day, when it shines, when it rains. When a dream is so persistent, the weight of the message sits heavy on my chest. I've been warned, been prepared by the universe of what might come next. I think it's best I don't share the dream I had the week before last. And the next thing I'm going to share with you guys is called 2020. Well, it's about this year and how hectic it's been, and sort of balancing between two extremes that aren't really that extreme, and trying to get through the year. Me, myself personally, and the world around me. It's sort of a poem, sort of a story. This decade began like I did, balancing on the brink of hope and distrust. The naivety of a lover blinded by the thrill of the future, forgiving unchanging behaviour. We looked at the era to come, knowing the wreckage from which we emerged. As the days, then weeks, then months evaporated, the future fell and the now commenced. 6 short months became a lifetime. I desperately searched for a lifeline. A lifetime. A lifeline. Lifetime. Lifeline. Lifetime. A lifeline. My crystal heart shattered in its abstract expectations of the future. Pieces shaped by detached thought and daydreams, reconstructed in its grounding. Realism realized through real life. I hadn't realized change was imagined until this moment. The world, like me, was broken and fell, to be built back up again by the same hollow bricks that resulted in its downfall. It will fall again. It always does. And my last poem that I'm going to share with us today is called Visions for the Future. So this event, 2020 Visions for the Future, has been quite an extraordinary event and so well done and organised, and I'm really glad to be a part of it. So I wrote this poem as a response to the theme of what we're doing today. So I hope you enjoy it. Visions for the future. The journey only lasts a lifetime. Getting lost in people and places, landscapes and faces. The dance only lasts for a song. Seeking comfort and rhythm. Bodies groove to drum transitions. Time is so short, and fun can't be bought. And movement is living, and life is forgiving. Let's give it our all. Give it our all. Thank you, everyone, and thanks for allowing me to share my work with you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the event. Have a lovely evening. Bye.
Amazing. Thank you one more time to you, Sophia Harari. I'm sorry to say that is all that we have got time for this evening. Can I get an ah in your living rooms? I don't know if there's a ah emoji been invented yet, but send it to us if you can find one. I've got some thank yous to make. Of course, thank you to all of the amazing artists who have performed with us. Thank you to everyone who's been involved in all of the workshops, and thank you to everyone else who has made it happen. Big ups to TYCA, the BBC Somerset team, Charlie and the rest of you, to the Tacchi Morris Arts Centre for hosting us, for Highwayman Film, Media Southside, to Street Links, to Go Create, and Young Somerset, all of the schools that have been involved in the project and kept me going with your key worker groups throughout lockdown. And last, of course, not least, our amazing audience at home. Thank you so much for being involved with this. And this really is just the beginning. TYCA are running a series of events throughout October, and this is only our offer for this year. Watch out for what is coming next. This is only the beginning of the youth takeover. Peace.